everyone, I'm Rob Franek. I'm editor-in-chief here at the Princeton Review. And friends, when we recorded this video way back in early March, we, like so many others, had no idea that the COVID-19 pandemic would have such a serious effect on fall college plans. The tips in this video may not be applicable to you this fall, but we hope that things will, of course, get better and that this video will help you when you pack to move into your dorm room before long. But we didn't want to wait until next fall to publish this again, since some of you are still heading off to campus in the coming days or weeks or maybe even next semester. So whenever and wherever or however you go to college, we're wishing you the very best.
If you're heading off to college in the fall, a hearty congratulations to you. But now comes the hard part. And no, I don't mean registering for classes or choosing a major or nabbing an internship. I mean, what are you going to bring to college? There's, of course, the extra long sheets for a twin bed. Those are notorious. And your computer, a phone charger, and yes, definitely a shower caddy, a first aid kit. That's a good idea as well. So here's the thing, having never been to college before, you might not know how much or how little you'll actually need. Now listen, we're gonna leave the must-haves to you. That list is gonna be easy to come by. And we're going to tell you now so that you don't have to learn the hard way about the stuff that you don't need. And folks, there's a lot of stuff that you don't need. For starters, clothes. Now wait, what? Folks, I didn't mean that you shouldn't be bringing clothes. You definitely need clothes. What I am saying is that you don't need all the clothes. Are you going to school in Buffalo, New York? If you are, then you probably can leave most of your shorts at home. And speaking of clothes, think about what you actually wear on a day-to-day basis. You may have stuff at the bottom of your drawer in the back of your closet that you're always meaning to wear. Don't bring that stuff. Let's talk about really nice clothes. Now, you should be able to get dressed up for an internship interview occasion or a formal dance scenario, but you're not going to need to do that every day. Maybe once or twice a semester, so you can leave some of the very fancy wear at home. And shoes, my friends, shoes. How many pairs do you actually regularly wear? They take up space, and dorm rooms are notoriously small. So are suitcases. So be practical. One pair of sneakers, one pair of casual shoes, and one pair of formal shoes ought to do the trick for you. Plus, shoes for the shower, if the bathrooms are communal, are a must. Folks, less is more. Speaking of clothes, as a lifelong ironer, I'm especially sorry to say this, but leave your iron at home. And for the love of pepperoni pizza, leave the ironing board at home too. Just think about it. How much do you really iron now? If you're like most high school seniors, the answer is probably not so much. And if that's the case, then you aren't likely to iron in college either. And if you do need the occasional item ironed, there's almost certainly someone who either didn't watch this video or actually is a regular ironer who will be willing to lend you their iron and their ironing board every so often. Your dorm may even have that item available for borrowing. And quick fire safety note here, folks, if you're going to iron, use an ironing board. But the question remains, are you really going to iron? This brings me to the larger point. While your environment may be changing dramatically, you will still be who you are. If you're not currently someone who irons or wears fancy shoes, and if you don't fundamentally want to be, then pack for the life you'll have, not the one that you imagine. Speaking of laundry, you will need those extra long twin sheets or whatever your school's dorm requires. You won't need more than a couple of sets. Same with towels, especially if you're someone who likes those extra large bath sheets. These things are bulky, people, and space is at a premium. It's nice to have a spare set of sheets so that you can change your sheets without having to do laundry right at that minute. But beyond that, you're going to have to, well, do laundry every so often. And while we're on the topic, you know those large laundry bags into which you can put all of your folded clothes? Yeah, well, don't bring those to college. Instead, bring a collapsible laundry basket, or better yet, a laundry bag. Here's the beauty of a laundry bag. You put all of your dirty clothes into it, and then you wash your clothes and the laundry bag together, and then you can bring back a clean laundry bag full of clean clothes and start the process again. Waste not, want not, my friends. And speaking of non-collapsible things that are bulky, try to limit the amount of luggage that you bring, specifically the kind of luggage that can't be collapsed, like those hard rolling suitcases. Instead, bring things like duffel bags if you can, so that once you've moved in, you can easily store the bag that you've brought everything to school in. If you must bring, of course, a rolling suitcase, then I'd advise that you use it for storage. Maybe put some of the things that you infrequently use inside it and store it under your bed. And a pro tip for college living, you may need some bed risers to accommodate your bag. Those are good investments as long as you're not, of course, in a bunk bed. When we're talking about things that are large, I would be remiss if I didn't mention large furniture. Now, it may be the case that you talk to your future roommates and you check in with the school and they say that a futon for a shared living area is the way to go. But unless you get explicit guidance to that effect, leave the papasan chair at home. And now from the gigantic to the tiny. Folks, don't weigh yourself down with tons of office or school supplies that you don't currently use. Folks, if you're not the person that uses highlighters, then don't buy a 10-pack before you go to school. And do you really, really need whiteout? Now listen, a stapler is nice and some scissors, but do you really need 1,000 paper clips or those little tabs that lawyers use to make a mark when you should sign a document, or a multi-compartment desk organizer? Folks, no. No, 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 no. You probably don't even need a printer. Public printers are typically ubiquitous on college campuses. The bulk and expense of bringing a printer and toner and all that paper should be highly discouraging factors. If you find that you get to college and you just can't live without your own printer, then you could bring one up the next time that you visit home, or you can buy one on campus if it needs be. Finally, you're sure to have mementos that bring up pleasant memories and thoughts. Maybe you want to bring some pictures or a small trinket from home. These are not especially bulky and they can be good for your soul. But maybe don't bring your entire collection of stuffed animals, folks. Remember, one barometer that you can use for this: everything that you bring should be doing a job, serving a purpose. 25 stuffed animals don't have a clear function, but a picture of your family likely does. Put each of your objects to work, and if you do that, they will, as the saying goes, spark joy. Folks, as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for up-to-the-minute tips about how to get in and thrive at your dream colleges. See you here the next time.